do some updates here. I'll tell you what, a little bit pissed. I had recorded a whole bunch of video and content on progress that I made, and I lost it. I don't know how, I don't know where it went. New to this, so yeah. But I did get my Who's Your Garage poster from Adam. He's a YouTuber. There he is right there. What's up, Adam? It's pretty sweet. Check him out, Who's Your Garage, on YouTube if you like old classic Mopars or just restoring cars in general. One of the things I'm pissed about is this right here. Check it. Progress on the D100. I actually got some stuff done with it, waiting on good weather. Need better weather than 25 degrees to get back to work on the 47. So decided to start working on the bed of the D100 and the wheels and the rear end while I'm waiting. And I recorded and made a bunch of video and lost it. But I got the 8 3/4 put back together, all new seals, got a back brace welded on it. It's ready to go. Just need to pop it in the truck, place it, set the pinion angle, weld some perches on. But I also started to paint these wheels with these 335s on them. And then I remembered that I wanted to drill and tap the wheels for the Dogdish redline hubcaps. So I stopped so I can tap these, and then I'll paint these ones also. But yeah, I screwed up. So this one's tapped and drilled now. I'm gonna drill and tap this one, and I think I'm gonna record that and show you how to do that, since I lost all my video content. Yeah. Okay, so what do you do when you gotta drill and tap something that's already painted? Well, you try to avoid that, but I screwed up. So what I did was I made this template here, and I centered it into the wheel. And then I took my marker and I measured out, made sure everything is perfectly symmetrical, and then I marked where I want to put my Allens to hold on my Dogdish hubcaps. So I got them all marked out, got a center punch, and I knocked a divot in it. And now I'm going to drill the holes out. I'm going to be extremely careful. Normally would put some tape or some paper around here so I don't scratch this up, but I'm going to do this nicely, and I'm going to get it done without scratching it. So I'm going to step up from this size bit to 4 other sizes before getting to my tap size, which is 1/4 by 28. That's the thread pitch that I'm going after. And that's this thread pitch here. I wanted a fine thread pitch for a fine thread Allen head bolt, so I can tap it in, and it'll be stronger and it'll hold better. So one of the things we should touch on real quick is knowing what drill bit to use for the tap and thread that you're going to use. This 1/4-20 standard, I think, usually takes a 13/64. But I went ahead and I used a 7/32 for the fine threaded quarter by quarter 28. You can download, like if you're in your garage or you're at home doing this, you can download a chart off the internet that'll tell you which one to use. I'll put a picture up of it right here, but they're pretty handy. I actually have a hard copy in my shop somewhere. I don't know where it's at right now, but anyways, yeah. Always know what size bit to use for the tap that you're gonna be tapping. Okay, I got the holes all drilled out to the size of the drill bit that I need to run the quarter by 28 tap. I'm just gonna get some of this off of here real quick. So these taps are high carbon steel, and they're hard, but they're also brittle. And if you're not careful, you'll snap one off in that hole. And a lot of people will make this mistake, and they think they can do this by putting this tap in the drill and running it in and out, in and out. But you got something this thick that's like a 3/16, almost a quarter inch thick of steel. When this gets deep enough and it starts cutting, it's gonna bite real hard, and it's gonna snap that off in that hole, and you'll never drill this to get it out. You'll have to, I don't know, I've welded them up before and then re-drilled and tapped the hole. But so I want to show you how to tap one of these holes easily and without breaking that tap off inside that hole, and without using the stupid thing that comes with the tap kit, which is one of these, or usually one of these. It'll hold that tap, and then you slip this down in there. What happens is you start turning this, and this thing will fly off, and it'll put a chip in your paint, or you scratch your paint. So what I like to do is get a 7/32 12-point socket on a 1/4 inch drive ratchet, because this end fits in there perfectly tight and snug. Then what I'll do is I'll just put a little piece of electrical tape on this, and it just holds that tap in there, so it can't go anywhere, because if it falls out, it'll hit your paint and it'll chip it, scratch it, whatever. But while you're tapping a hole with this, it allows you to feel every thread being cut, and with the convenience of a ratchet in your hand. So I'm gonna start this hole right here. And what you want to do is you want to feel it get started. Make sure that it's straight. And that's where I want it. So I'm starting to cut already, and it feels easy. It feels like you want to run it home, but don't do that. When it starts to feel real tight, then back it out and let the threads clean themselves out, and then start over. Let it thread itself in, and it'll start cutting again. So now I'm feeling it cut, making sure that it's straight. It's real tight right there. So I'm gonna back it out, and I'll feel the thread clean out. And I'm gonna run it in again. And you gotta remember, this steel is thick, so it's got a ways to go. But doing this by hand, you won't lose control of your drill, and you won't snap this die or this tap off inside this hole. It takes a minute, it takes time, but if you do it nicely and have patience, you'll tap this hole with no problem. Each time that you run it in, you'll feel it start to bite and start to cut. And each time it gets tighter and tighter, you'll feel the resistance, and just back it out and let that thread clean itself out. Run it back in again. Eventually you'll get to a point where you can just run it all the way through, and I just hit that point just now. So right now I've tapped the whole hole, and I'm going to back it out, and it's going to clean the threads out, and the shavings will fall through the other side. And that hole is tapped. I got my 1/4-28 Allen. It threads in nice and easy. That's how I'm holding my hubcaps on my steel wheels. So I got the holes tapped, I got the Allens in, and the reason why I wanted to tap and thread the wheel is so that I can use a jam nut on the back side. That'll lock it there wherever I want to set that Allen, the depth or the height to hold my hubcap. Now I got a jam nut to lock it down. So success, no scratches, no marring. The reason why I did it this way is because if I was using a stock steel wheel, I would have a provision along this part of the wheel that the hubcap just snaps onto. But these are custom wheels. They're smooth 17-inch steelies, and that's why I did it right here. So I got these ones rocking and rolling, so they're ready to get painted now. No more mistakes by Draper.